Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to part 4 of Let's Play and Review Castlevania Harmony of Despair. We are in Chapter 4, which is Stage 4, and in this episode we are going to be talking about Soma Cruz. Soma Cruz is the reincarnation of Dracula. He is a mortal, but he has dominance over demon souls. And that was the beam ability that I was talking about in part 3. Soma is the most broken character of the game. I shouldn't say the most. He has the most customizable aspects of the game. He has the largest selection of weapons and equipment available. He has a very large selection of spells and supplementary abilities that are given to him through his soul system. Just like the Sorrow games, he gets souls by defeating opponents. And he does not have to even be the one to get the kill strike in on the opponent for the soul to be rewarded. If you're playing in multiplayer like this, anyone who kills a specific person can claim the soul. It's all at random. If I kill a monster, the soul can go to any or all of the Somas. So it is one of those things that kind of makes him really broken. In addition to being able to get a great deal of weapons and armor by playing as any character and just being a treasure sponge, by letting the more equipped and seasoned players go through the game and just receive loot by just being there. Soma can get souls just by being there. He has access to all of the weapons that he had, or not all of, but a large percentage of the weapons that he had access to in the Sorrow games, and in addition to a lot of the swords that Alucard can use. As you can see, one of the Somas in this has the Crucigrim or Vamingway, depending on what you want to know it as. And it means he's basically just a walking wall of death. And the Soma that I'm currently with has a soul paired to him that every time he does damage, he gets 1 HP back. So he has a great level of self-sufficiency just by doing damage. He can heal himself. In addition to other sorts of damage dealing, one of the souls that was fairly common in the Sorrow games, Persephone, in which you pull out a vacuum cleaner and vacuum HP away from your opponents, is back. So Soma has a great deal of versatility. One thing that he also gets that other characters don't is if you want protection from certain status ailments like poison or curse, you have to buy equipment that does that, which takes one of your equipment slots. Soma gets a passive soul ability that you can equip. Some of them give you resistance to poison, curse, without having to take away the equipment slot. So you can equip the soul so long as you have it, and then you can free up your equipment slots and not have to worry about curse, whereas characters like Shinoa very much have to worry about curse because her MP is her lifeblood. Same with characters like Charlotte. You lose too much MP, then you become quite useless. But if you don't have to worry about curse, you don't have to worry about a huge drain on your MP. Soma also gets access to a lot of the spells that other characters have access to, or larger versions. The beam attack that we saw in the beginning of this one is a much upgraded version of the beam attack that Shinoa and Charlotte get. He also has access to the fireball spell that Dracula or Alucard gets. So he kind of steps on a lot of people's toes. His attack animations are also carried over straight from the Sorrow game, so if you equip him with an axe, he attacks at an arc, which gives him much more versatility, whereas you don't have to worry about jumping into enemies as much as you would with, say, Alucard or Shinoa. Or even, you know, characters with very limited attack capabilities like Charlotte. Soma gets way more versatility than any of the other characters for that reason. And because of that, I really don't want to play as Soma because it grants him so much more leverage than other people get. It's borderline unfair, and I don't normally like calling out one specific character is a little overpowered, especially if it's a character that I don't normally play. I've played enough MMOs to, you know, hate being that guy that always screams about one job being overpowered. But Soma definitely has an advantage over other characters in single player or multiplayer. He is the character of choice for single player once you've gotten a fair bit of his equipment, because he can breeze through the game. His offensive and defensive capabilities far exceed most others. The only thing he falls behind in is some defensive abilities because he lacks, like Alucard's shield, or a shield ability like Jonathan Morris can use the whip to flail around and protect against certain projectile attacks. So he does lack that to an extent, but his strengths far outshadow his weaknesses. As far as the soul system goes, having a soul does not guarantee a high level of strength. The soul itself just gives you access to the ability. You actually need multiple souls in order to power it up. So, killing monsters and having your allies kill monsters is a great benefit to that. The only downside is boss souls. Puppet Master. If you want to power up the Puppet Master soul, you're going to have to kill the Puppet Master over and over and over again, and pray that his soul actually drops with each one, because it's not guaranteed off of each kill that you will get a soul. Which is his only real balancing act in this, but it also means huge amounts of repetition since you can't buy the souls in the shop. Like any of the specific drops that need power up, scrolls, glyphs, souls, you can't buy them, so you do have to get them through repetition. Other than that, Soma is the go-to character. He is overpowered as far as melee. He's very self-sufficient in terms of healing, and he has support abilities that free up a lot of equipment slots for the best equipment available. And his equipment is insane. I really think it's a little unfair that he gets the Vamming Way. That should have stayed Alucard specific, in my opinion. Because it's not like he doesn't have his own swords like the Clam Solus for a great deal of death and destruction. But a group of Somas can easily tear through this game in a matter of minutes. The fastest record I've beaten any stage on is I've actually beaten stage 2 in 2 minutes with a group of 4 Somas. It was very impressive and very frightening both at the same time. But we'll see how it goes with Soma. He's very powerful, and I really just can't say that enough. He is the character that you want to play for beginners, because he's easy to learn, and he can be mastered very quickly. And just with a couple of run-throughs with some seasoned players, you've got access to some great equipment and spells that will make you a force to be reckoned with. So it's actually quite useful. Other than that, it's just a matter of getting through stages. I'm sorry this stage is taking so long, by the way. It is kind of difficult to navigate. But once we get to the boss, you will see that one soma is actually more than capable of dealing with the boss by himself. I'm there to provide assistance, but he is definitely the powerhouse of the group. And I've been playing for a good couple of hours on this. I've got a good over 1,000 kills and some decent equipment. And for the stages that I keep the ending attached to, you can see I rank in dead center the entire time. I'm not at the top of the list, nor at the bottom. I'm really dead center as far as point values go. And you acquire points for kills, treasure, things like that. So it does show you that the difference in character abilities, not necessarily skill, because I have actually been playing this game longer than any of the guys that I'm playing with here. But they have gone through it several more times just getting more equipment. You'll notice that the top player, each map is a soma. So should be a dead giveaway as far as character power. And this is the boss from one of the Portrait of Ruin games. He's actually quite dangerous if you let him be, but as you can see, Soma didn't let him be. But Soma's now poisoned, but oh well. And that's the end of stage 4, so I will see you all in our next bit.